resolution seems to be stable. Bitrate. Okay. And we are live. Let me just see if the stream is watchable at all. Slow loading times, of course. Love to see it. Right, let's see here. Just maximum quality real quick. Move around. Oh god. Oh, that's a pixeled mess. Let me just quickly adjust that. Output streaming. Yeah, that's the issue. 2,500 kilobytes per second. That is not healthy. Let's say 8,000. And move around again. Yep, that's much better. Alright. So the stream is watchable. Everything's set up. I'll pause preview. And with that, hello guys! Welcome to another stream. Remembering the last one was like 6 months ago or something, I don't know. But today we're going to fly this, probably currently hardly visible, but very nice little plane over to Salt Lake City from San Diego. And yeah, our mission is to, as you can see, this aircraft is Delta registered, which means it's registered for Germany. And my mission now, or our mission now, is to return this aircraft back to Germany. And you might know that San Diego is on the west coast of the US, not the east coast. So this is going to be a pretty long journey. Of course, we're not going to fly the entire leg today. This aircraft doesn't even have the appropriate range for that. But yeah, we're going to do the first leg today, which is going to be San Diego to Salt Lake City. We are on Watson, connected as the same call sign. I've also provided a link to Volanta in the description for you to have the ability to track me, if you like. And yeah, and you might also see this does not look very much like the standard Baron 58 that Microsoft Flight Simulator has. Let me just change the navigation unit here. And that is because it isn't. This is the Black Square Baron 58P. P standing for pressurized, which is going to permit us to go at much higher altitudes than the standard Baron 58. And this is a analog instrumentation overhaul over the standard Baron 58, because the standard one has G1000s. Here we have essentially all analog instruments besides the GPS right here, and of course transponder and stuff. We also have a weather radar here, but yeah. So let's get started. What's happening now? Why is my internet cutting out? Is it? What? Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Right, that should hopefully fix it. Okay, still getting the resolution error, but I'm not going to do that. let's see. Are we getting a stable bitrate now? Yes. Yes, great. Okay, good. So we are back. Well, should be, hopefully. Yeah, good. So, let's get her started. I've already performed... Oh yeah, maybe I should perform a quick briefing here. Let me just pull up the OFP I have generated via SimBrief. Let me just see whether it's readable or not. Barely. Yep, that works, I guess. So, as you can see, Delta India Sierra Bravo, BE58, from Gillespie to Salt Lake City International. Sorry if I mispronounced that initial name. And yeah, ignore the fuel calculations here. This is for the standard version. And since we're flying the 58P, we have different fuel calculations. Sorry, fuel values and consumption rates. So I've calculated that, and I will show you in a second. So the routing here. Let me also just bring the main SimBrief page up in here. So the routing. We will depart out of Niner left in Gillespie. Oh, no data. What's that now? Ah, never mind. We will depart out of runway 9er left at Gillespie. And then direct to the JLI-VOR. Let me just check the name of that. Julian VOR on 115.4. We'll then take the Victor Airway Victor 514 to Lindsay. From Lindsay, we will take Victor 8 to the MMM-VOR. I forgot the name of that again. And from MMM, we'll go to via Victor 21 to Fairfield. Ignore the Spain 7 here. I'm not sure that's still in here. I did edit that out of the flight plan. But yeah. And from the Fairfield VOR, actually VOR TAC, so VOR co-located with a TACAN. From the Fairfield VOR TAC, we will hopefully establish straight onto the LDA runway 35 approach into Salt Lake City. The LDA approach, for those not familiar, is Localizer Directional Aid. Essentially like a standard localizer approach, but the localizer isn't aligned with the runway. So just before you would cross the threshold, you would make a slight turn to final, which is what we'll do today as well. But it's only 5 degrees, so it's not really a very significant turn. So, shit, blackout. Yeah. So we'll depart out of Gillespie onto the Julian VOR 114.00, my bad. And yeah, just continue along the route here. We will have a temperature of -33 degrees Celsius at cruising temperature, and winds of 42 knots from 260 degrees, which will add up to a 17 knots tailwind, so that will support our speed a little bit, and that will mostly continue really all the way there. Yeah, the tailwind will actually increase as we get closer to Salt Lake City, because we do have a pressure low over there as well. And yeah. As for NOTAMs, On the departure, we have basically non-significant. Let me just scroll down right there. We just have VACI and PAPI lights that are unserviceable, but since we're not landing, that's not going to be of significance to us. On the destination airport, we have the TCH TACAN unserviceable. We have a crane, I already checked though, that is quite far west of the path we would take to approach into Salt Lake City. We have Salt Lake City, apron air carrier, apron access number 12 closed, so that's something that will maybe be a factor on the taxi in. And we have Salt Lake City taxiway Echo closed. 2 aircraft wingspan more than 171 feet, so we are not affected by that. Salt Lake City runway 16 left and 34 right closed. That is also not of significance since we're landing runway 35. And Salt Lake City runway 16 right sequence flag light unserviceable. So yeah, this is all for departures. Since we're arriving, that's not really a factor. And approach procedures, Salt Lake City ILS runway 34 right in marker unserviceable. Yeah, that would really also not be a factor even if we were landing 34 right, which is closed, so we wouldn't be doing that. But yeah. And yeah, also on the LDA 35 approach, we have terminal route from bogey to helmet not authorized, but since we're going via Fairfield, that's no factor to us. And on the alternate, navigation VOR tag not maintained, or I believe that's what MNT means. I forgot to research that. Not really an issue. We have a GPS on board that's certified for primary navigation. So, yeah. And communication, remote communication outlet 122.3 unserviceable might become a factor. Unlikely though, because we will likely just be operating on CTAF. So, yeah. And OGD TACAN azimuth unserviceable. Again, we have a GPS primary navigation certified. And yeah, OGD runway 17 runway end identification light not standard, not much of a factor. And an instrument approach NOTAM, which is for a circling approach, and I don't know how to perform one yet, so I'm not going to try. And it's also just changed minimums anyway, so yeah, or minimum descent altitudes. That's a difference. And I'm not going to yap around about the extended area around departure, but I have checked that there is no significant NOTAMs for us on the way. So, as for the fuel, let me bring a notepad here to the entirely classic. So let me just enlarge this for it to be better readable. So on the climb, assuming 0 wind, I have a tailwind, so that's a good safety margin. We will have 80 minutes of climb, which is going to equal 50 miles. And on the way we're going to consume 17 gallons of fuel. And then we'll cruise for about an hour 50. That's going to be for 450 nautical miles. And we're going to consume 33.2 gallons of fuel. I have also calculated this 0 wind, just to make sure that we have a safety margin in case the tailwind should not appear, which is doubtful, but still. and we have a 15-minute descent. That's going to be 7 gallons of fuel because we're going to have a power on descent, not a power idle one. And that's going to be 60 miles. So for the trip, we need 2 hours 23 of total time. We have 57.5 gallons of fuel for the trip and 560 miles of fuel endurance and trip track. Then the alternate fuel, that's to make sure that we can fly to a different airport in case something happens at Salt Lake City that will prevent us from flying there. Calculated for 3,000 feet, even though Salt Lake City sits at 4,000, but safety margins again then. Calculated for 3,000 feet, we have 45 minutes of alternate fuel, that's 13.7 gallons, and a approximate of 144 nautical miles of fuel endurance. Then the route contingency, I calculated with 10%, so that's going to be 15 minutes, 4.6 gallons, so 48 extra miles of endurance in case something should change along the route that was not planned. And the final reserve, also calculated for altitude 3000, 45 minutes again, 13.7 gallons, 144 miles of endurance, the same as alternate fuel, which brings us to a total of 4 hours and 8 minutes of fuel endurance, 90 gallons, which I'll load in a second, and approximately 900 miles of range. And let me delete this, I just noticed that that was still there. I promised I did that. I promised I did that. I did check the wind again. So, yeah, so much for the fuel calculations. So let me just put these back onto my second monitor. Okay, awesome. So, vPilot... Oh. What happened now? Why did Discord start? I mean, I don't mind now, I guess, but... Sure, I guess. Yeah, vPilot is connected, as you can see. We have San Diego Tower online. Or actually Lindbergh, my bad. Lindbergh Tower online. But yeah, since we're departing out of Chilsby, that's not going to be much of a factor, and unfortunately no ATC service for now. One last thing I have to do before I get her started up is to reset my push to talk button, because I'm using my yoke today instead of my joystick. And is there anything else that I need to talk about? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Alright, let's get her started then. I'm gonna just check the integrity one last time. Okay, we good. Right. And Volanta is running great. Right. So, battery on. Let's wait for the EDM760 to boot up before we start the engines, or at least one of them, so we have enough power going to set up all the GPS and stuff. We would have it right now as well, but I don't want to risk the battery going too empty to start the engine. So yeah, don't want to have to sit around here and charge it all day. Or all night anyway. Keep forgetting that that I'm on the West Coast time zone. Anyway, okay, so we got 25.7 volts, 54 degrees Fahrenheit of outside air temperature, that's 11 degrees Celsius. And yeah, let me just set up the fuel right here. So we said 90 gallons. I'm not going to fuel the tip tanks, just to make sure that the center of gravity remains as far in as possible. So 45 and 45. Ooh, that reminds me, one consideration I have not made: unusable fuel. I need to consider that as well. Hold on. Give me 1 second, sorry. Should be somewhere in the specifications here. Dang, I knew I kind of forgot something in the fuel calculations. There. Total usable 166 gallons, and we have a difference of 6 gallons, so it's going to be 3 gallons each tank. So we're going to load 90. What am I saying? No, 96 gallons instead of 90, because we have unusable fuel in the tanks, which essentially just means that the tanks can't be entirely drained, and because of this, we will have, in this case, 3 gallons that will just remain in the tank, which will not be usable for the engine. So we want to make sure to have more, like, have the calculated fuel endurance and stuff as usable fuel, not unusable fuel. Right. So let's get this going then. So mixture full, prop control full, and throttle just a slight bit open. Parking brake is set. Let's get the beacon and nav going. And, well, which one am I gonna start? Right or left? Let's start the right one. So, right, left fuel boost pump, we'll put that to high briefly. Give it a few seconds. Fuel selector is both on. Okay. And yeah. Open the window. Clear prop. Normally I would say that louder, of course, but I don't want to burst your eardrums. I need to do both. Oh. That did not work. Let's try that again. There she is. Great. Instruments coming to life. Let's put the throttle a slight bit more open. Wait, is my headphone simulation on? Why is it so quiet? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's what we want to hear. Great. Let me just test my volume here. Okay, I'm a bit quiet. That should help. Okay, avionics muster on, right alternator on. Yep, we can see the volts climbing there.
Lindbergh Tower, Skywest 3967. Can we step away for at most 30 seconds?
Skywest 3967, no problem. Just advise we're this before you're ready for departure.
Wilco, Skywest 3967.
Okay, we seem to be on the tower frequency for some reason. You know what, let's actually stay in here just to have an ambience, I guess. But I will switch over to CTAF 120.7 once relevant. Alright, let's get the GPSs going. Right, they're searching. GPS satellites to acquire, so that's going to take a few seconds, not too long. So 120.7. Great. So let's get the flight plan going. That should already work by now. So KSEE. There we go. We'll enter the procedure. But we don't really have a departure procedure anyway, so it's just going to be direct JLI Julian VOR. Right. Direct JLI. Can I actually insert error race in here? That would
Number
be
Tower
great.
Skywest 3967, holding short, runway 27 on Bravo. Ready for departure.
Well, does not seem so.
Skywest 3967, Tower wind 140 at 7 knots or 27, clear for takeoff.
Let's just
Runway
try.
27, clear for takeoff. Skywest 3967.
So what airway would it be then? Victor 514. Let's see. Nope. Yep, okay. That's interesting. So it would appear that I have to actually enter everything manually. That's going to be a blast. Oh well. So it's going to be direct warn. Then thermal TRM. Imagine what this must be like if I had planned transatlantic. I mean, I'm not even sure if this will, if a transatlantic would be possible in this. Unlikely, to be honest, now that I think about it. Southwest USA, yes. Cones. Come on. Cones, then cloud. Not spelled the way you would think it's spelled. Then 29 VOR. That's interesting. I've never seen a VOR with a name, with a two-word name before. I just passed it, oopsies. Yes, I do know the alphabet. There we go, 29. Jotnu. Oh, undo that.
Skywest 3967, limit tower, no footage case available, booking and change approved, enjoy flights, good day.
Big change approved. You have a nice night. Skywest 3967.
Then Zelma. There we go, that's nice. For once the autofill actually working properly. Then Goffs VOR, GFS. GFS, not GOS. There we go. Next page. Oh god, there's still a whole page. Oh god. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit of a while. Shots. Come on. I mean, if there is a way to insert airways, it would be very awesome if someone could tell me. Because this is very fiddly. Lindsay. Wind. Acclam. Beads. This, yeah, very fiddly. Oh. Hey me pilot. Yeah, you're probably right, to be honest. Yeah, the thing is, I've just gotten. I'm not yet familiar with Twitch streaming. If there's like any difference, and I haven't like bothered to deal with it yet. So I might do it like next time or something. I don't know, but yeah. But thanks for the advisory. Yeah. Southwest USA. Oh. Then Hanku. Sounds really Japanese. Uria. Is it just me, or is the US really the only country that has, like, or mostly has pronounceable waypoint names? Like, for example, Germany has essentially none that are pronounceable properly. So, like, that sounds like sound like actual words, not like random nonsense. For example, you have Tobak. That doesn't really sound like a word. So, I'll look in chat in a second again, so that. Yeah, I'm looking at the flight plan right now, so give me just a second to get this set up. So we have Mabney. That was a very butchered pronunciation. Mabney, zebra. Why does it do that? I want to get a letter, not... Oh, message. Interesting. I'll check that in a second. Zebra indeed. Zebra, then Delta viewer, DTA. Almost there. Ruboy. Pusit. Dang it. Frenzy.
KSEE-786 requested VFI clearance for close traffic.
I always like it when people attempt
November 23786 on tower standby.
obviously this like shit I'm not referring to that. I think this person who just called previously
November 23786
is like bad, but or new, but it sounds like it somewhat. So Rika, and finally Fairfield.
November 23786 Limit Tower.
And then just need to have the
Continue
destination.
November 3786.
Verify aircraft type, please.
It's Gibbs Aero GA8.
Right, let's see.
Go to that, November
That's
786, you're cleared,
sounds
enter
okay.
Limburg Class Bravo airspace. After departure, fly right traffic, squawk 1325.
Oh yeah, no mind, we don't have any departure. Oop. We only have an approach.
Sorry, please say again. Please say again.
November
There
786,
is
you're cleared,
LD35.
enter Limburg Class Bravo airspace. After departure, fly
Load.
right traffic,
Yep.
squawk 1325, maintain 1200 feet.
Alright, we are set up. So, also I've been constantly going with my flashlight. Maybe I should turn on the lights right in here. I should have an instrument light here somewhere. There is a light. Yes, that was what I was looking for. Great! Man, panel light as well. Oh yeah, this looks so much better. Okay, great. Yeah, I would just say I'm gonna quickly head to the bathroom and then we can depart. So that took a little bit longer than expected. Sorry about that. Something came in between. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, let me just check if I missed anything important here. Okay, San Diego Tower went offline. Okay, unfortunate. But yeah, so we'll switch over to the C tower frequency of Gillespie. Let me just quickly check my fuel tank. Just 0.8 gallon, that's barely a difference. So, yeah, I would say well, do have a pushback tug ahead, don't we? Yeah, we do. I think what I might do is just shut down the engine again to, of course, like, make it less risky for the tug operator. Push myself back and then we'll go. Let me just have another look at the charts on where to taxi to. So we want to depart 9er left. My cat just jumped up on my desk and first thing he did is throw something down. Great. Right, runway 9er left. Yeah, that's where we want to depart from. So we're just going to taxi Alpha Delta. Oh, that's not intentional. Alpha Delta Delta 1. I see it correctly? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna show you as well. God bless Starfox for everything they do. So we are standing somewhere approximately here. So we'll just say it's going to be a pushback facing south. For some reason this chart isn't north up. Oh yeah, maybe I could rotate it. Yeah, good. Yeah, pushback facing south, I would say. Then via Alpha 2, Alpha Delta. Continue on here. Over to Delta 1. And depart runway 9er left. Right. Put this back onto the secondary monitor. And I would say we are ready. So, gonna shut down the right engine again. Before that, I'm gonna quickly pre-plan the pushback. This is a free pushback tool on flightsim.to. You can download it if you like. It's very useful. No, I was not sponsored to say this, by the way. But yeah, right. So plan pushback, great. Cut the mixture. Gonna quickly turn on now lights so as to reducing battery load, and yeah. There she goes. Drop to feather. Oh, I kept having the boost pump on. Oh well. Acknowledge warning on the engine monitor. And request pushback. Now, if this was a gate or a more major apron, we would have actual communications going here. Well, simulated communications. I can't really say anything, but yeah. But since this is a small tug, the comms are not really simulated. So. Ooh, one thing I did, however, forget is to get the meter off here, to get altimeter setting, etc. So we have QNH 1016, Is it connected? Seems so done. Maybe not. Well, and I go. There you go. Gosh, he sounds. I love black square for their Baron. Quick little pushback. He is removed, so we can restart the right engine now. So, slight bit of throttle input, and fire. Oh no 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 no! Not both engines at once. Why did it do that? Oh, that did not work. We put on the fuel boost pump again. Still doesn't want to. Ah, because I'm in prop feather, that makes sense. One more time. Yeah, there she is. And right alternator on again. And fuel boost pump can turn off. Left fuel boost pump. Just checking clear left. Fuel boost pump is on. Fire. Perfect. So we are started up then. I can turn off the pushback tool right here. Turn on the prop sync, left alternator on. Right, fuel selectors are set. Cowl flaps, I'll keep them open for taxi. Oh, yep. Taxi lights on. And also landing lights, because why not? And let's turn on the heater, because it is decently cold in here by now. And cabin heat full on for it to heat up nice and quick. And yeah, last thing I will do is tune in the initial VOR, Julian 114.0 onto the secondary radio. Not yet receiving it, but that's okay. Oh no, it is. Is it? I don't know, is it? Wait. And if I do the same here. Ah, for some reason the 2 needle is on, even though it's not receiving anything. That's interesting. Let me see here. So we are on GPS. Ah, that's why. This one is set to GPS. Yeah, okay, great. So we on the secondary one on VOR, just to make sure. Yeah, I still forgot the boost pump on. Now just to make sure that we have navigation in case of a GPS navigation failure. Okay, we will set it up to radial 025, and yeah. You can also really beautifully see how the analog Baron simulates signal noise. You can see how much it deflects. We are only 29 miles away from the VOR, but since we're on the ground, the receivability is horrible. So, yeah. Also, I accidentally did a pushback facing north. Oopsies. Yeah, ahem. Please pretend that you did not just see the cabin temperature climb to 38 degrees Celsius. That's about 99 Fahrenheit. Yeah, you saw nothing. Right? Okay, let me just set up the altitude bug, the cruise altitude. I'm using my SciTech, SciTech multi-panel to set this up in conjunction with Axis and O's. Very cool program. And yeah, right. BS. Gonna set that to what does it say in the climb profile? All the way back to performance. There it is. Oh, great. My browser's lagging now. There we go. Right, climb. Where at? Takeoff climb gradient? No, that's not what we want to do. There, climbs, 2 engines. Power for 9.5 inches of mercury or full throttle at 2700 RPM. Yeah, we are 5,000 pounds heavy, I think. Let me just cross check. I did calculate, but yeah, 5,000 pounds, good. So, there's ISA. We do have ISA conditions right now. So, 24,000 feet. Ah, now I revealed that. Well, I'm stupid. Right. That's a bit weird. Ah, no wait, no mind, I see how to interpret this graph. So I just go all the way up here. So I will have 1,200 feet per minute. Okay, let's set that up. Initial heading is going to be 0 to 9er. There we go. What is the magnetic deviation of here again? Forgot about that. Does it maybe say it in here? Yes, it does. 11.3 degrees. So to get magnetic, we would then oh god. Yeah. So to get the magnetic track, we would then just add 11. So 46 is the actual course that I want to tune my VOR to. Hopefully that should be right. I'm also tuning the VOR in here so we have DME information. KLI, great. Okay, finally. So I won't need de-icing, I would say. And yeah, floodlight off. That was the wrong one. I meant that floodlight. There we go. Take a quick look around, everything's clear. Right. And then an announcement on CTAF that we are going to be taxiing. So it's Alpha 2, Alpha 2, Alpha, Delta, Delta 1. Right. Let me just do a quick mic check. Yep, that works. Okay. Gel speed traffic, Delta, India, India, Sierra, Bravo, taxiing to runway 9er left via Alpha 2, Alpha, Delta, Delta 1, gel speed traffic. Someone in the background is probably laughing their behind off at my pronunciation of gel speed, but yeah. Right, let's go. What's that bus doing? Well, it's not a bus, it's a van, but... Oh, come on, don't stop in front of me now. You fucking bitch. Luckily, I'm not yet monetized, so that I don't get demonetized for saying this stuff. He just stopped in front of me. And let me get... Oh yeah, and he continues when I invade him. Great. What a very kind driver. Anyhow, why is the temperature back at 28? Didn't even pull out the heat that much. Damn. Okay, yeah. AC door? Huh? AC means air conditioning, right? Well, for this context anyway. Let me just... Hold on. Okay, it goes away once I stop taxiing. So, let me just... Ah, that's what's happening. Door seal pressurize. Let me just make sure the door is locked. Yeah. Right. Let's hope it works now. Let me also run the engines on a bit of a linear mixture for them to heat up nice and quick. There we go. Quickly crossing over here. Wait, why did it say Bravo? That can't be right. Have I honestly just gotten disorientated? Wait, it says we're in I have gotten disorientated. I've taxied Bravo to holding point runway 17. Okay. Let's just quickly pretend that this did not happen. Speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, crossing runway 17 at Bravo 6, Speed traffic. So this is Charlie. Charlie? The fu- what? Okay, what is going on? Have we just spawned somewhere else in a fall and it just completely disorientated me? Yes, apparently that's the case. Would you like... what? Here's where I thought I was. This is where I thought I was. I thought I was crossing over to Alpha 6 to go back onto Charlie and cross these runways to go back to 9 left. I've just crossed the opposite side. Oh my god. This has never happened to me before. What? This... very interesting. So let me just cross it again at Charlie. And then I'll cross 9, or actually I'll just line up on 9 or left and do an intersection departure. We have got enough runway for that. So we turn right here, cross 17 at Charlie. Why is it saying echo now? That is the that definitely can't be right. Let me just check. I am correctly orientated, right? Yeah, this is Charlie IRL. So there's no reason for it to be saying echo. Speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, crossing runway 17 at Charlie, speed traffic. Speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, clear from runway 17 at Charlie. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's just alternators because of the low engine speed, that's no worries. Let me just check one thing. Climb to engines. What? The time, fuel, and distance to climb. What did it? Okay, what do you do? Okay. Great. We'll just ignore that happened then. So, no traffic on final, runway is clear, I'm ready. Flaps not required. So we'll set up the lights. So strobe goes on. Everything else is on. We will have pitot heat on, just as a precaution. We'll close the cowl flaps. Put the engines back to full mixture. And air conditioning, we can just leave that on. We've got enough performance to take off with it. Transponder is already on VFR. I'm gonna just go Squawk 1000 since I'm IFR. And yeah, everything else is set up. Put the cabin heat full in again for it not to warm up too much. Or actually, just like 2 clicks out. Okay. Then, so there's 9 left, and we're going direct Juliet VOR. Speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, taking off runway 9 your left intersection departure, Charlie 2. departing direct Julian VOR, dual speed traffic. Runway still clear. Airspace still clear. Right, let me just check Volanta's running. Volanta is indeed running. Take off. Just put the prop slight bit back. Slowly advance there and go. Let's take a thrust. Airspeed's alive. Oh. Well, reject. Something's wrong with the red compressor. The fuck was that? Speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo rejecting takeoff. That was not calming at all. Let me just check if for some reason the failures went to random again and it just created a failure on the red compressor. No, it's on schedule. Active failures? None. Did I do something wrong? That sounded like a turbo leak. Conditions is good. Let me just wait here and rerun her up. That was the right engine that made trouble. The left engine was fine, wasn't it? This is going very interestingly. Let me just rewatch that segment of the stream real quick. Right. So there's the run up. Oh yeah. Yeah, the right engine had very interesting stuff going on with the manifold pressure. Okay, interesting. Let me just check my setting, like my setup here. YAR full mixture. That's okay. Gas ups are shut. The parking brake is set, yeah. So let me just run up the red engine again. Okay. Now it seems to be working. Maybe it was the temperature. Let me check. I'm gonna just run at full thrust for a few seconds and put it on cross feed. So. No, that works normally. That is pretty suspicious. Okay, we're just going to try again. Let's see what happens. So we're just going to taxi back now. So we're out here on Charlie 3. We're going to taxi Charlie 3, Charlie 2. GSP traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, taxiing to runway 9 or left intersection Charlie 2 via Charlie 3, Charlie, cross runway 17, will advise when doing so, Charlie 2, dual speed traffic. That is very interesting. Huh. Yeah, reset defaults, sure. Huh. Okay, let's just hope this doesn't happen again then. Dual speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, crossing runway 17 at Charlie. Dual speed traffic. Oh, low volts. Increase throttle a little bit then. Dual speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, clear at runway 17 at Charlie. Alright, I just noticed that I still have my flashlight on. Dual speed traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, taking off runway 9 or left intersection departure at Charlie 2, direct to Julian VOR. Dual speed traffic. Right, finals clear, runway's clear, and the airspace is clear. Let's go. See if she does it again. And take off. Slowly advance her. Take thrust. Yes, that's what we want to see. Take thrust. Airspeed's alive. 60, 80, 100. Here we go. Positive red gears coming up. And direct left turn. So we'll set the course to 035. We're lagging a bit. Trim her out a little bit. Right, let's bring her to climb thrust now, which is going to be 400 RPM at 35 inches of mercury. So first, the pressure back. There it is. And 400 RPM. Alright, nice. Turn off the landing lights. Same with the taxi lights. And we're going. This cabin heat a little bit. It's gonna get cold up here. And yeah. Very nice. I'll let her line up a little bit. There we go. Right on track. Autopilot on, nav mode, and altitude VS. Alrighty. Just be traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, 20 DME on the 215 radial Julian VOR, currently passing through 4,800 feet for flight level 240, just be traffic. Last call. Okay, so we'll be switching over to 122.8. Just the regular advisory frequency, just in case we have any collision threats, because we are going to fly very high up. So, yeah. Gosh, this looks beautiful. Cow flaps are in. Okay, great. CGT looking pretty good. Gonna start leaning the mixture a little bit now. Just a tad bit. And the cabin pressurization system, gonna set that up to climb to 11,500 feet. I don't think don't think that's a very safe altitude to be at. Well, let me see if I can maybe adjust the flood panel lighting to be a little bit less bright. I can see out better. Ah, that works, I guess. Message, Project Vina profile. That is interesting. Yeah, I'm going to set up the VNAV once we're on cruise. Very nice. Do see some clouding up ahead. Let me just turn on my left landing light to see whether we're in visible moisture. Nope. Okay, great. icing buildup? Nope. Great. Very nice. And we're passing 100 now. So, yeah. And for here, that doesn't really mean much besides a new speed restriction, like the 250 knots below 10,000 feet speed restriction. I guess going away. But yeah, it doesn't really mean much. We are maintaining speed. Yep, we are. Great. Let me just check the temperature here. I can see that with the floodlights. There. Just passing through 0 Celsius. So we are now in icing territory. Oh, cabin difference. Let's increase the climb rate of the cabin then. Because we don't want to explode. Yep, it's gone. Good. Speed down a little bit. Yeah, alright. Very nice. Yeah, we seem to be way above the clouding now, so that's very good to see. And yeah. Yeah, clear all the way ahead. That's good to see. Alright, let me check Volanta if there's any traffic that might interfere. Not at the moment, no. I mean, to be fair, in San Diego, it's like... True, what is it? 2 a.m. No, 3 a.m. Yeah. So like, sorry, in San Diego, it's like 3 a.m. right now. So there's that, but yeah. why does it... I thought I... Interesting. Beautiful aircraft. Beautiful stuff. Right, let's see. Oh no. Oh no. I might have done a critical error in my fuel planning. Crap! Right, so, situation is, I have misread the pilot's operating handbook. In the beginning, in the pilot's operating handbook performance page, it says the fuel flow expected for a certain altitude, which is what I referenced, but I ignored that it said fuel flow per engine. Uh-oh. That is no good at all. How much fuel do I have then? Where's my fuel gauge? There. I'm at halfway for both tanks, and they're both 83 gallons usable. So I have 80 gallons on board. And to double up on my cruise fuel, which is 33 gallons, it's going to be 66. Ooh, this is going to be so grim. God, I need to read properly. Well, yeah, that's going to be an interesting one then. Yikes. Oh man. This is failing very rapidly. You know what I might just do? I will just reduce to the minimum cruise profile possible. That will slow down my en route time, but it will massively save fuel. That's what I have to do now. Dang it! Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, well, okay. That just sucks, I guess. Okay. It's even more awkward thinking about the fact that this literally happened to me once before. Like, Ah, I did a flight in the Baron once before, and remember now that I also fucked it, yeah, well, messed up the calculations in exactly the same way. Welp. That is quite the unfortunate turn of events. I'll see what my range will be. I might have to divert. We'll see. Great start. Right, we're passing through 20,000 now. Got about 4 minutes remaining on the climb. Can actually reduce vertical speed by 200 feet per minute. Just to make sure that we maintain airspeed. Right. Huh, that's interesting. The GNS 750, no, sorry, 530 says, yeah, the GNS 530 says it's on radio 025, and my secondary navigation, like my secondary nav receiver says it's on, we're on radio 020. Interesting. How's the cabin altitude looking? Yeah, 11,000, not the best cabin altitude to be at. We would have to use cannulas now to maintain oxygen supply. Let's just hope that I don't have to go higher than this. She is performing really well up here still though. Right, let's tune into the 29 VOR, I think it was. Yep, TNP on 104.0. 20, I mean, sorry. Approaching altitudes. Right, once we have vertical speed 0, which happens in a second. And then... Whoa, what was that? And then I'll go to economy cruise power, which is now. So, ISA conditions is going to be 24 inches of mercury, 2200 RPM. So, what calibrated airspeed does I think we will have? 130. Okay. Okay, I can't have you guys need to put up with this turbo whizzing noise. I'm gonna increase to 26. Still annoying. 30, I guess. There we go. Disappears at 32 inches of mercury. Right, let's lean in the engines out now. There we go, now they're fully leaned. That's still 16 gallons per engine. Yikes. What's the max CHG I'm allowed to maintain? Oh, 430. 420, okay. So I'll open the cow flaps halfway. Have somehow gotten really faster. Look at that. Interesting. hour. Oh well, I mean, it is weirdly well lit though. Wait, let me see if I can see whether the moon is up or not, because that might be the factor of why it's so well lit. It should be new moon right now, if I'm not wrong. Ah, yep, there it is. Ah, no, it's full moon. Right. Oh, okay, no, never mind, I got it entirely wrong. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be like full moon, and at the end of the month it's going to be new moon. My bad. But yeah, thanks to the moon illuminating this very well, should have some decent possibilities to land around here if needed, which I don't think it will, but yeah. Whoa, we're flying 300 knots. What? That is insane. Let me just quickly set it up. There, 20 degrees, which is the outside temperature, right? I know we got negative 35 even. So somewhere around here. So we got about 256 knots of true airspeed. We have a 44 knot tailwind. That's much more than I planned for. Dang. I'm not complaining. And there goes some of our headwind, tailwind then. Right, VNAV. I want to follow the constraints of SLC, of course. So we're going to look at the LDA approach from a 3.5. I'm going to show you in a second. So at helmet, we want to be level at or above 1000, and then it's going to be a 3-degree glide slope in. So I think I can just make my set up my VNAV so that I arrive at the 6100 constraint at Kern, which is where the LDA glide slope starts. So we're gonna do that. So 6100. Let's say to have a bit of a safety margin, 3 miles. Oh. No, not 40 miles. 3.0 miles before Kern. There we go. And in the POH, what's descent profile does give us? Like descent VSP. Right. Feet per minute if I read it right. Let me check. It's about 15 minutes of descent. We're going from 2,400 to 6,000. So it's going to be 18,000 feet of descent. So it's just going to be 18 divided by 15. So 1/5 approximately, which is going with 0.2. So 1,200 feet per minute is our average to maintain. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Great, okay. So we got 1 hour 8 until descent. A bit tired. Really clear night though, that's really beautiful. We do have some high altitude clouding right here, I see. See those very small silhouettes? That's not co-altitude, I think, but this might be. one of many legs. Let's see how the rest will play out. Honestly, I'm not even sure whether I'll be able to make the Canada Greenland crossing in this. It feels like it somewhat feels like I could be able to, but I'm not sure. Then again, I'm fairly certain this might be able to operate in very cold conditions, which would allow me to go very far north to go across the Atlantic like that, but yeah. Yeah. If you guys do have any questions, just let me know in live chat and I will answer them right away. God, I can't wait to go and get back to Germany. Let me just check if we have icing. Does not really look like it. On the right wing. Ah, yeah, no. Never mind. I've got quite a bit of turbulence now. And it makes sense, I think we're flying over mountains now, but yeah. While I have time, I'm gonna quickly insert the route details into what's it called? Into SkyVector to see what the terrain's going to look like. Oh, that was quick. I just had to copy paste it. That was very easy. Right. So we're on the second to last waypoint of Victor 514 airway right now. Thereafter coming is Lindsay, and we did indeed just fly over mountains. Smaller ones, but still mountains. And are 5,500 feet high. We will actually cross by the Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace, but we'll fly far above it. Like the Los Angeles Class Bravo only goes up to flight level 100. We're at flight level 240. So actually no, it's 10,000 feet since transition altitude in the US is 18,000. Right. I'm looking if there's going to be anything really special along the route to see, except of course the Salt Lake, Great Salt Lake. I'm gonna quickly head out of the flight deck to grab something to drink. See ya guys in a second. back, and I've noticed one thing that the stream is missing. Music. Make this whole thing a little bit less boring. Okay, good. I hope the volume balance is good. And yeah. Okay. We're still trotting along with 280 knots. Let's see what it indicates for range. Or turbulence again. 524 miles. That is definitely going to be more than we require, I believe. But not a lot more. Yeah. I'm gonna have 200 in excess, and that would be in cruise anyway, so. Yeah, we will see. Kind of really does give a pretty beautiful vibe up though. Yep, that's what the stream needed. Cabin difference still good, right at the border in fact. Yeah, oh. I accidentally moved the governor. Let me just... There we go. Alright. Checking for icing again. Nah. Nah, we're good. There is a few clouds up ahead, but they're higher than me, so. Yeah. VNAV again. So we got 45 minutes till descent. Oh yeah, maybe I should change the VORs. Hold on. Triple M. It's going to be which one? Mormon Mesa. 114.3. Not receiving it. Let me cross-check the frequency on the VFR map. We are only 1-3 miles out, so I wouldn't say that that's a problem. Oh yeah, okay, Flight Sim has got the frequency wrong. It's 113.1 in Flight Sim. Oh well. Yep, there we go. Right. Hello again, me pilots. Welcome back. I'm still wondering why this track mismatches by 5 degrees the track of the... yeah, well, the GNS 530. Right, so this says track 5 degrees magnetic, and we're heading directly to the VOR, which means we must be on radio 185. So this is off by 5 degrees. That's very interesting. So, let's see, terrain ahead. So here's Mormon Mesa. I'm gonna bring that up to the main screen. So we are right here at Mormon Mesa. And we're now entering Victor 2-1 airway. All the way to Fairfield. No, sorry. Yeah, over Milford to Fairfield right here, and we're going to then enter the LDA-35 approach. I'm going to brief that once we're close to descent. And yeah, let's look at terrain around here. Yeah, nothing really significant. We got a few mountains. We got one mountain here at 7,700 feet. Not much of a factor. We've got generally high elevation starting here. Another mountain, 6,700. This is probably the highest mountain along the route so far, at 9,600 feet, right here. And yeah, on approach, the only factor here at the Fairfield VOR, mountain 7,900 feet, we'll have to pay attention to that during the descent, and also make sure that we're on track so that we don't hit any of these mountains. I mean, we can of course overfly them, but ultimately we should be on the track here. And also, one thing I just noticed, let me check the status of these restricted airspaces. 1 second. No TAMs. Let me just see. KSLC. Extended area around something, maybe? Okay, yeah. Nope, they're not activated. The restricted airspaces. Alright. And yeah. So really the most significant thing along the route now is going to be the Great Salt Lake right here. And yeah. Oh, we've got a TFR quite far north. Ah, we'll be live in 2 days, okay. Interesting, I didn't see that during planning, so that must have popped up sometime a few hours ago. Let's see, yeah. I'll already give you guys a initial overview of the LDA-35 approach. So again, LDA stands for Localizer Directional Aid. So it's essentially the same as a standard localizer approach, but the localizer isn't precisely aligned with the runway. So just before you enter, like just before you hit the threshold, you would do a small turn to final. So for example, you can see it very nicely here. You can see we will be coming in at 344 degrees into the localizer, and just when we hit the ALS, approach lighting system, we make our turn to final and line up with runway 35 and then land on there. Now I would actually have preferred to use runway 32 for the sake of making it easier for the ATC, if there was any, of course. Make it easier for the ATC since we're a small aircraft, we land on small runway. But not only does runway 32 have no approach procedures, it's also not lit, and obviously it's night right now, so that's unfortunately neither legal nor safe for us to approach. And yeah, and on the vertical profile we'll just be aiming to descend right into Kern, like be level 6,100 feet at Kern, so we intercept the glide slope and come into the LDA 35 approach. Yeah, runway length we have more than enough, 9,300 feet. That's about 3,000 meters. This thing probably needs less than 1,000 meters, so I'll be honest. And yeah. And finally the minimums, of course, can't forget that. We are equipped with an ILS sensor, so we'll be able to follow the glide slope here as well. This means straight in LDA glide slope approach runway 35, and for our aircraft category, which is Bravo, I believe, we have borrow minimums of 4,477 feet. So once the altimeter, like barometric altimeter indicates 4,477 feet, which I'll just round to 4,480 because I can't see to 3 feet precise. We will have reached minimums, but honestly, looking at the weather, which I'll just pull up again here. Let me just... Yeah, looking at the weather. Wind's calm, that's already good. When I departed, that wasn't like this. And we only have clouds 5,000 feet above the aerodrome. And it's also few cloud density, so zero worries there. And yeah, honestly the main worry might actually be the overcast at 17,000. Looking at the fact that Salt Lake City, where's it at? Hold on. There, airport elevation 4,000 feet. So if you add that up, that's going to be 21,000 feet. So we might get an issue on descent if that also applies to the track inbound for us. But yeah, and it's going to be very quickly freezing if we do fly into those, because the ground temperature is already -4 degrees, which means it's likely going to be somewhere around -40, 45 degrees Celsius upon hitting that cloud layer. So yeah. So much for the approach. What's the ETA? Honestly, let me check. We got, so Forks is the final, is the runway fix, kinda. So 232 miles. Got descent in 31 minutes, I would say. Yeah, maybe with the final approach speed. How much are we doing again? 291? Probably around 50 minutes. So that'd be let me calculate real quick. Dang, math. That's going to be around 1240 Zulu, or something around that. I just reseated. I know that sounded a bit weird. Right. I can already tune in the next frequency of the VOR onto the standby. 112.1, that's going to be Milford's. And yeah. I can see clouding developing already here, though. We are pretty far below it. That's barely a factor. But it is concerning no matter what. Let me see if I have icing. No. Okay, good. And then again, I'm at this altitude I'm a bit worrying too much, because it's just way too dry for ice to form. But yeah. And way too cold for water to hit the wings and turn into ice that actually like grips on the wings, which is the main issue anyway. So alright, let's see if we have any traffic. Oh wow, look at this. We got Swiss 41 here. Oh, just set the aircraft type, come on. There. A 777 flying all the way from LAX to frickin' Zurich. That's like a 14-hour route, if I recall correctly. Yeah, estimated arrival 2032. Zulu, that means in 9 hours, and he's been airborne since 1100. Well, okay, not quite 12 hours then, but 9 hours. That's significant. Damn. Probably AFK anyway. No, just kidding. Right. Otherwise, any traffic? Nah. Got this guy coming to Newark, but that's in New Jersey. All the way on the other coast side, so not much of a factor for us. And yeah. Actually, I could look at my statistics. 1240 Zulu. Yeah, that looks about right. That's probably a more accurate ETA than what is it? No, didn't I even say 1240? I did say 1240. can I already tune into the next one, or? Oh yeah. I should, right? Oh no, hold on. What? I think I skipped a few weapons here. Oh yeah, I did. Somehow. It was supposed to be Urea, Barrel, Milford. Wait, can I still edit that? Wait, what if I insert a direct 2? Will that delete my flight plan? Let's find out. So we got Barrel. Oh, so we're Urea right now. Let's insert Barrel. Course 023. Yeah, that about matches up still. Yeah. So it's Barrel, Milford, and then Bever. USA, yep. Yeah, Barrel, Milford. There we go. Okay. Now it's correct then. Everything else is correct? Bever, Mutna. Then Zebra, Delta, Ruboy, Husit, Shinzi, Rika, and Fairfield. Yep, okay, good. Little error. Oh, I just clicked something. And also, for those that nearly tuned in into the stream, we are having a little bit of a fuel problem. I have realized, essentially straight after taking off, that I had misread the pilot's operating handbook, and instead of fuel flow for both engines, which is what I calculated with, the pilot's operating handbook that indicated a fuel flow per engine, and as such we now have double the fuel flow that I calculated with. But I have already done some calculations. We should have quite a decent bit of reserves remaining to get to Salt Lake City, and hopefully it will not be an error that will happen again, because this is the second time this has happened. Oops. Accidentally actuated the manifold pressure. So yeah, there's that. Ooh, those are looking cool altitude. Wait, let me turn on the weather radar. I'm not sure if it even works because of the Flight Sim API, but let's see. Yeah, it's not drawing anything. Or painting, that's what it's called. And then again, those don't have precipitation in them, but still. Yeah. I just wish that Flight Sim 2020 had already given people access to the weather radar or weather API sufficiently enough to make a weather radar. Oh well. What's happening here now? Why is the ETA increasing? Oh yeah, I guess direct Milford now. Do I really have to insert that? Yeah, seems so. Yeah, yeah, okay, weird. Thereafter it should continue normally though. Hopefully. Well, the thing is, we aren't really going back. Like, we're... The goal is, like, this is one of, the first flight of a series of flights that I'm going to do on stream. Which is essentially flying across the USA to return this aircraft back to Germany, because this was registered for Germany, but I picked it up in the US, so it's my goal now to try and like fly this plane back to Germany, so that I can actually use it for the region it was registered for. The thing is, well, I do have enough money to fly a Baron across the across the USA and the Atlantic back to Germany. I don't think I'd have enough money to arrange a Super Beluga. I don't even think a Super Beluga exists. I think you mean the Beluga XL, don't you? But honestly, but trust me, if I could, I would. I think I'm also already set up my minimums. It's going to be 250 above ground level. There we go. Close enough. What do you mean, where are my flares and chaff? This is a civil aircraft. I don't think this is supposed to have some chaff and flares. Oh, I forgot to set up the Milford VOR now. Please. There we go. So there's two things wrong with your sentence there. Number one, I don't think anyone writes United States of America by typing US of A. And second, while yes, it is in the I'm not sure which amendment it was, but it is in the US Constitution. Constitution? I think it's Constitution. That US citizens have a right to bear arms, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm directly at danger, and also doesn't necessarily mean that I would need to equip myself with military grade protection, and that's not even talk about how I would even acquire that, And let's not even talk about how the one that would be a threat to me would acquire their weapons. Because how are you going to get an AIM-120C from the US military? Unless of course you're a country at war, but anyway. I guess if you can't find them, and if you declare your Cessna 172 as experimental, if that even works anyway, I guess that would work. I guess. Now I don't encourage that, of course. Like clouding getting lower. It's a bit concerning. Also, I'm just curious how much the delay is. So, could you, when I say mark, just type dot or something in chat, so that I can like test. So, hold on, let me prepare my stopwatch and mark. Ow. I just... No, ow, fuck. And something fell down. Nice. Oh wow, that was 9 seconds. That I actually don't believe that. That's... Oh, whoopsies. 9 seconds is very low for what I had in my experience with YouTube. So... That's interesting. Wait, I might just retest. Wait, let's do this the thing with dot again. So, mark. Okay. Yep, we're doing that again then. So 3, 2, 1, mark. Yeah, 8 seconds. Huh, interesting. Yeah, normally I'm used to like 20-25 seconds. That's what I got like 2 years ago or something. So this is pretty insane to me. Alright, how long we got? Oh, yeah, good that I checked. We got about 7 minutes till descent. Okay. One thing I can very much recommend watching, maybe while we descend or something, is a, like, the, shit, I'm not sure which runway it was, but, Honolulu, ICAO Papa Hotel November Lima, also has an LDA approach, and it's a lot more insane than the one I'm about to do. Ah yeah, I would recommend watching like watching the LDA runway 26 approach done in action. That stuff is insane. Like, I think it's a 30 or 40 degree offset, and the it's like really tight of a turn as well. So you really need a lot of skill to do this, and obviously you gotta remember it's big aircraft too. So you got 747s doing that LDA approach too, which is really insane. Side slip on approach, yeah, kinda. I mean, obviously you should try your best to keep your turn coordinated, but right. I'm gonna start descending when it hits like 1,100 feet per minute, I think. I can already pre-select the vertical speeds. That's going to be 1,200 feet per minute. And oh, good. Hello, Mr. Ender. Barrel roll a 747. Yes. I mean, I do remember it wasn't Max Flight Simulator, but I did manage to do a Cobra in a 747 in Aerofly FS 2022. Unfortunately, the video is hidden like very deep in my hard drive because I had to like transfer photos from my iCloud over to my PC because my iCloud was getting full. But unfortunately, I don't think I can change very much about that. Hold on. Is this any better, Ender? Yeah, I know, Ender. Sukhoi confirmed, yes. I'm just going to delete that comment so as to not like making sure you don't dox yourself. So. Gosh dang it. For some reason my YouTube studio is very much lagging. What do you mean not at school? I was at school today. And also could you stop saying stuff like saying stuff like not at school? I don't want people to know that we're going on to the same school. I've got a small audience, but it's risky. Okay. Just set up the VOR here again. Right, VNav again. 2 minutes approximately until descent. Yes, indeed. Grandpa that weirdly enough knows what class I'm going to and what subject I have next. Ah, alright. See ya then, Ender. That's a cabin pressure looking. pretty good. Cabin temperature is also nice comfy 23 degrees. Oh yeah, those clouds are about to be co-altitude with me. That's scary. Let me look at my icing situation. Don't think I really have any, but yeah, no, all good. I would rather be against controversy, but since I don't think that's going to be very controversial, I'm very much for DCS for this factor of simulation. Not to say that War Thunder isn't realistic, but DCS is just most realistic, and War Thunder rightfully focuses on being more of a game. DCS, you can see just, well, they are extremely expensive. You can see DCS is much more realism focused. They mostly don't care about the game aspect, and that's what I like about DCS. They focus on the realism. Alright, let's start our descent now. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe I should set down the altitude first. Right, vertical speed minus 1200. She pitches down, that's good. And throttle back to maintain airspeed. Kinda. Like in War Thunder, you at least have a path to getting all aircraft for free, even while very hard. You can still get them all for free. But in DCS, the only real aircraft you get for free is the KSEE-25 and the TF-51, but that's obviously unarmed. Power back a bit more. Yeah. It's kind of suffering, to be fair, but yeah. So wait, let me check what stroke, okay. Nice. So it's going to be Salt Lake City traffic, okay. So we're gonna set it to the initial altitude we wanted to be at, so 6,100 feet. There we go. And we will switch over to the Delta VOR, which is going to be 116.10. Immediately received it, that's good. Turtle indeed. Right, yeah, then the clouds at Salt Lake aren't going to be any factor. Actually, what might be a factor, the terrain. So I'm descending now. How far do I have until Rika? 50 miles, I'm doing 250 knots, so... great. 4 miles a minute approximately, or actually 4.5. So... to Rika, it would be 10... 11 minutes. What do you mean, no chat on live? Ah, that's what you mean. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to get stream UI going yet, so I'm going to work on that. So we've got 11 minutes. I'm descending at 1,400 feet per minute, so it's going to be 14,000, 15,400 feet. Skill issue indeed, shut up. Not just kidding. 15,400 feet. Wait, that makes no sense. By 15,400 feet I would already be... Hold on. Where exactly is that mountain we will overfly? Right here. That's... How far? I think 25 miles? Wait, let me just compare it in scale. Yeah, 25 seems about right. 8,300 feet. Uh-oh. So, at 25... I mean, we're not directly overflying it, but it's still somewhat of a risk. And also, the Fairfield VOR itself, I didn't recognize that. Ah. That's... no good. So, at Fairfield I need to be 7,900... like 8,900 or above because of IFR altitude safety margins. And also I've slowed down now. So I'm kind of missing the vertical speed thingy, the VNAV. So wait, there's uniform 1-4. I might have also majorly miscalculated, but yeah, those mountains do look threatening. I'm gonna set my altitude to what is it? 9,000 or sorry. Yeah, no, 9,000. Just to make sure we don't descend into the mountain. And we will see what happens. Flight level 550 indeed. I would fly, overfly the mountain with that, you are right. No, I think still good. Let me also see. So Fairfield is 116.6, okay. Well, flight level 005 kind of wouldn't exist because the transition altitude in the US is 18,000 feet, which means anything below 18,000 feet is referred to in altitude feet. But and also at flight level 005 I would literally be in the ground right now because Salt Lake City lies at 4,400 feet of altitude, so that kind of doesn't work. I'm gonna quickly drink something again. Just gonna set up the radio here. Okay. Yes, half an inch of sea level. Yes. Would definitely not be a threat to life. I am back, and I've just noticed that the cabin is close to freezing. Let's quickly correct that. And oh, I don't like how close that mountain is coming. And we're at 10,000 feet. Or Salt Lake City somewhere else, and I'm just a bit disorientated. Oh, what just happened? That is interesting. Wait, the mountain itself is at 7,800, and that mountain is at... This makes no sense. Oh lord. It's getting scary. Yeah, no, I'm feeling uncomfortable about this. I'm actually going to climb back up to, let's say 11,000. This really does not feel comfortable. So, vertical speed, let's say plus 1,000, and I'm going to go full throttle. Well, no, not full throttle, but decently. Also increase RPM to 2,300. Alright, we're leveling off. No, the mountain's still coming. Still not above it. So either that's a terrain glitch from Microsoft, or what is happening? This was not supposed to be here. No, the mountain I'm seeing is a Fairfield mountain. Either I'm having like a really horrible horizon picture, or there's a terrain glitch here. I think the latter is the more likely case. No, I mean the earlier, like me having a horrible horizon picture. Well, okay, so let's briefly review the Salt Lake City LDA approach. Let me just check that I actually do have clearance over the mountain now. Would seem so. I'm gonna just hope that it is in fact so. So, okay. So the Salt Lake City LEA 35 Again, LDA stands for Localizer Directional Aid. It's like a localizer approach, but the localizer isn't aligned with the runway. So you make a slight turn to final, as depicted here. So we're coming in from course 344, and once we hit the ALS, we make the turn to final over the threshold to runway 35. And yeah, so the descent is planned so that we end up about level 6100 2 months before Kern. That seems to have not worked properly because of the mountain that I saw. But yeah, so much for that. And yeah, so we're going to descend that we're 6100 level up Kern, and then we're going to follow the glide slope down to down the LDA approach. And yeah, minimums will be 4,480 barrel row, 250 above terrain, and for our aircraft category, that's going to be that, yeah. And yeah, aerodrome elevation 4,200 feet. Touchdown zone is going to be at 4,227 feet. And yeah, that's about it really. And the localizer identifier is India Uniform Tango Juliet at frequency 111.5. So much for the LEA approach. Let's execute it now. I hope that I've cleared the mountain now. I really cannot see it. That's really scary. There's also some clouds in the approach. I have pretty decent visibility downward now, so I would say we can start the descent. Alright, so we were going to continue the descent. Why did it stop that? Okay, that's interesting. So how's the fuel looking? Pretty low. Let's see how much range we got. Come on. Oh! I just saw the cabin temperature. Everything's okay. We're definitely not burning up. Well, the thing is, well, I don't have to redo the flight then, because 100 feet per minute would mean that I'm climbing. So, I mean, theoretically, I would have to redo the flight if I would go around then. And also, no. Yeah, only 53 degrees Celsius, like. Definitely not the record temperature in Death Valley a few years ago. Death Valley being like a massive desert. Somewhere along the south end of the US, I think. Well, then I have to land hard, Because if you say greater than minus 100 feet per minute, that must that would mean that I would have to land harder than minus 100 feet per minute. Fair enough, I guess. So we're going to set the altitude back to 6,100 in hopes of this time not intercepting a mountain. Alright, and 30 descent, shuttle back. That's a small aerodrome visibility. Yes, okay, that's fair, but I will still not redo the flight. You know what? As a trade-off, you can decide a handicap I will have on the next leg if I don't butter. You have until 5 miles final to decide. Right, let's tune in the localizer 111.5. Right, perfect. So runway course 344, let me just set that up. Okay. Yeah, you can see that I'm getting quite a bit of signal noise still. And also I should make a CTAF call now. Let me just quickly check what CTAF frequency for here is. 119.050. No GPS? Okay, that works. I could do VOR only then. Well, that's your yeah, I guess that's your final decision then. What's up, brother? So 119.050? Yeah, okay. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Okay. 20 miles final, okay. Oh, holy crap, that iced very quickly. Maximum de-icing on. Because if it's icing like this quickly, then there's... oh god. Can't see nothing. Okay, now it's clear. Good. Holy crap. That jump scared the shit out of me. Right. Throttle back. And I'm overtaking once we reach 6,100. And yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do the CTAF call. How many miles we got? 9, okay. Salt Lake City traffic. Delta India, India Sierra Bravo on the 9-mile final LDA approach runway 35 full stop to land. Salt Lake. Right, landing lights on, the flight lights on, make sure a bit more ridge but not full ridge. Oh, okay. Autopilot disconnect. Got the runway inside already, so theoretically I could also continue visual, but nah, don't feel like it. Keep the course. Back a little bit. And then coming on a localizer. Sorry, glide slope. Go full back on throttle and max prop. Oh yeah. That's my gear warning. Gear down. Flaps to approach. Do another call when reaching 4 miles. Right about now. Oh, below the glide slope. Talk about pilot-induced oscillations, damn. Salt Lake traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo. 3 mile final, LDA, runway 35 approach, full stop to land, Salt Lake. Got indication on the radio altimeter now, which is the bottom leftmost instrument. God, I keep deviating from the localizer because I want to align. It's my first time flying an LDA approach, by the way, so I guess. Flaps down. Don't get into slow speed, and also why is it lagging this much? Holy crap. Oh, also one thing I did forget. Get clearance from the in-game ATC so that G's works to give me landing position.
Salt Lake Tower Beechcraft Delta India Sierra Bravo is 3 miles south 4,900 feet with Sierra to
Wait, yeah.
Beechcraft Delta India Sierra Bravo Salt Lake Tower. Altimeter 29.9 wind calm, make straight in runway 35. Beechcraft India Sierra Bravo, follow the aircraft on final.
There's no aircraft on final, shut up.
Clear to land runway 35.
Right.
Cleared to land runway 35 Beechcraft India Sierra Bravo.
Whoopsies. Very bad float. Go around. Unsafe approach. Salt Lake City traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, runway 35 going around. Salt Lake. That was way too unsafe. Gonna just leave it gear down. I'm going to make it the right pattern. Salt Lake traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, doing right pattern for runway 35, now entering right base, 5,000 feet, Salt Lake. Is my altimeter set up wrong? Feels like it. Yeah, it is. Interesting. God. This is also one of the first times that I'm flying left-handed, because on the right hand I'm controlling my throttle, on the left hand I'm controlling yoke, so that adds to the difficulty of landing this thing. Salt Lake traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, turning right downwind runway 35, Salt Lake.
Salt Lake Tower, Beechcraft, India, Sierra Bravo, cancel landing intention.
Beechcraft, India, Sierra Bravo, your cancellation is received.
We're just going to re-request upon re-entering final. Yep, that's also one of the reasons why I went around me, but I saw that the way I approached there, that was not going to be 100 feet per minute. Also, I climbed a bit too high. Where's the runway at? Yeah, no worries. I know what you mean. And also, where is the runway at? Ah, there. Okay. We're just not at the appropriate angle to see the lighting. Going to re-establish on the LDA approach. So once we get the glider, I'm gonna turn in. Salt Lake traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, about to do the right turn to re-establish with the LDA runway 35 approach, Salt Lake. And here we go. Should capture the localizer in just a few seconds. Ah, no, never mind. Maybe not, it'll take a bit of a while to recapture. Meanwhile, I can already get set up for the approach again. Flaps down already. And this time with higher speed, so I have more control of her. Let's say 90 knots, shall we? Feels good. Right here comes the localizer in a second. Where's the localizer? There it is. Salt Lake traffic, Delta India and Sierra Bravo on the LDA 35 approach, 2 mile final, Salt Lake.
Tower Beechcraft Delta India India Sierra Bravo is 4 miles south, 5,100 feet with Sierra to land.
Beechcraft Delta India India Sierra Bravo Salt Lake Tower. Altimeter 29.9er 1 wind calm, make straight in runway 35.
Yeah, she feels much better now.
Beechcraft India Sierra Bravo wind calm, clear to land runway 35.
Clear to land runway 35 Beechcraft India Sierra Bravo.
Follow the LDA. Keep her on 19 nicely. Bit above the glide slope. Yeah, it feels much better. Gears down and locked. Slightly messed up the turn to final, but that's fine. Right, got a right crosswind, I'm feeling that now. And parietal flare. Bit high still. Ah shit. Well, no GPS for the next flight it is. At least mostly a safe landing, I guess. Hard but safe. Right, let's clear the runway.
Beechcraft India Sierra Bravo turn next taxiway.
I refuse. Kilo 5, okay.
Beechcraft India Sierra Bravo contact ground on 121.9er.
Nuh-uh.
21.9er Beechcraft India Sierra Bravo. Goodbye.
Salt Lake traffic, Delta India India Sierra Bravo. Clear of runway 35 at Kilo 5. Salt Lake traffic. Right. Welcome to Salt Lake. So yeah, I already see that there's a very excited individual in chat about me not having GPS next flight. Ah, well. So let's look where to taxi here. So actually no, this is Kilo 6 then. Okay, right. So Kilo 6, yeah, I'm gonna bring that to the main screen. So Kilo 6, Kilo... should I go to the FBO or General Aviation Parking? Probably... oop. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the FBO here. The bigger one right here, so... Kilo 6, Kilo... Yeah, Kilo 6, Kilo. Salt Lake traffic, Delta India, India Sierra Bravo, taxiing to the East FBO, or correction, Southeast FBO via Kilo 6 Kilo, Salt Lake. And also flaps up. Very sharp turn onto Kilo here. Thanks, I guess, me first. Damn, I've been live now 3 hours and 45 minutes for like a 2-hour 23 flight. There you can see how much preparation goes into something like this. So the FBO is just around Kilo 3, okay. Oh, I actually did not check whether the music I'm playing in the background was copyrighted or not. So after finishing the stream, I might get like 10,000 copyright strikes. So left turn here. And just taxi straight ahead to the left there. Actually, hold on, let's just bring it around here and actually taxi to General Aviation Parking, and then we can still enter the FBO at own desire. Yeah, there we go. Well, that's badly modeled. That's supposed to be aircraft hangars, not vehicle hangars, but... vehicle hangars? What am I saying? Like, not vehicle gates, but, well, whatever. Right, stop here. Plug and brake off. Flood and panel off. We'll turn on this light right here. If I can find the button. Maybe I should have kept that light on. Shit. There we go. Taxi and landing lights off. Heater off. Let's just make sure that the cabin is at the same altitude. Yep, perfect. So cabin pressure dump. Door seal dump. And nav off. Anything else to turn off before I turn off the engine? No. Cut the mixture. Well, okay. Welcome to Salt Lake City. So, yeah, that's going to be one of the very long flights, like, what am I saying? This is going to be, dang it, this was the first of a journey that's going to take probably quite a while. I've calculated it's probably going to be like 26 hours of flight time total. But, yeah, I guess we're going to have our layover in Salt Lake City then. And I don't know, maybe depart this morning, which would be in a few hours because it's like 5 AM right now in Salt Lake City, I think. And either this morning or maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. Let's see. I will schedule the next stream once I know when I have time. So, with that, thanks for watching the stream, and I hope to see you in the next one. And next one, please remind me if I forget. No GPS. That's going to be an interesting one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. Goodbye.